What brings you here?
YouTube. You have a great channel.
How can I help? How can I help?
Yeah, so I'm one of these, I don't know, souls, people looking and walking the way.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, where I am on the path, or if it's
You're
all
right.
done already anyway.
Yeah. Where you are is right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of determining what is it that's right here. Yeah. Because up until we come to see, we believe that that is right here is Valerie. And I'm not quite sure how much of a look you've had, but it's not possible for Valerie to be here and alive and aware and conscious. Yeah. How much of a look have you had?
Yeah, so it's different. I had kind of different experiences, if I want to put it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 or 2 out-of-body experiences where I was kind of an observer somewhere out there, and I was watching my body move normally, and nothing changed. And I was very surprised that I'm not limited to this body, because really the way how I experienced myself didn't change. So nothing actually changed. It was quite fascinating. And then after that, I went in quite a big seesaw thingy with great moments and very bad moments. Yeah, and then I had this kind of small moment where I felt like I was in a Disney movie or something, because everything was so beautiful. And
Yeah. And okay, good. So what about right here, right now?
yeah, so right here.
Tell me about yourself.
I mean, I'm looking at this screen and I'm hearing your voice. And I'm thinking quite a lot, actually.
Okay. And who's thinking?
So I kind of know that I'm not the thinker, because if I would, then I would choose my thoughts. And I don't. But somehow something claims still responsibility or ownership or some connection to the thoughts.
Okay. Is that Valerie?
Probably.
Okay. What's Valerie?
So as I can just recall your definition, that I'm kind of a bundle of concepts and experiences and a bunch of thoughts.
Okay. And can a bunch of thoughts think?
No.
Okay. Can Valerie think?
She believes sometimes, but but
Okay.
yeah.
So are you experiencing the fact that you're aware that thoughts just happen?
Yes.
Good. Now, the crucial question, is it Valerie that's aware that thoughts just happen?
So if Valerie is this thought construct, then it can't be.
Right. So what is it that's aware?
So in theory, I would say nothing.
Not in theory, in your direct experience.
Because if I'm aware of something, then I'm in duality, because but this is always just kind of a theoretical thing. I can't really experience it. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're aware of something, then you're conscious of that thing, correct?
Yes.
Good, good. What can you tell me about consciousness? See, if you know it's not Valerie that's conscious of, then it must be consciousness, correct?
Yes.
Good. Are you conscious right now?
Yes.
Good. Tell me about that.
How can I talk about it?
No. Is it Valerie that's conscious?
No.
Okay. What is it that Valerie's looking for?
That's a good question. Because I think then all the stories start to build. Like I'm looking for security or attention or.
And can Valerie ever experience security or attention?
No.
Why not?
Because she is a thought construct and not consciousness itself. Yeah. So she appears as consciousness, but can't be conscious of herself.
Yeah. if you're already consciousness, then to be conscious of consciousness, you'd have to step out of consciousness to then be in a position of being conscious of consciousness, right? Can you step out of consciousness?
No.
So if Valerie was finally able to discover that Valerie's been looking for, where would it be discovered?
Can you repeat that?
If Valerie could discover that Valerie is looking for, where would it be discovered?
It's not possible. Because what she's looking for is a story or something. Or it's because it's already there. Where would it be?
Let me try and make it a bit easier for you. Would you be over to the right-hand side of yourself right now?
Looking over, or?
No, would you literally be located to the right-hand side of yourself?
So if I'm everything?
In the discovery of that Valerie's been looking for, where would you be? Where would it be?
There is no location. There is no single location.
And then my next question is, if there's no single location, would you be over to your right-hand side somewhere? Is that where you would discover yourself?
Maybe not.
Maybe not, right?
Yeah.
Where would you be? Where would you be?
Where I'm already am.
Here.
Yeah.
So that Valerie has been looking for is already here. He's here.
Hmm. Yeah, it must be already this, because
Must
I
be.
can't go. Yeah, I can't go anywhere else.
Correct.
Yeah.
So in the discovery of it, whatever it is, because it's just a label, it couldn't be discovered anywhere else other than here. Good. What's here?
Can only be awareness.
Good. Now, the only problem is that this, that is awareness, has been called Valerie your whole life. And that believes that this is Valerie is a thought. There's no believer, a thought that arises. For example, I am here and my name is Valerie. Says what? The thought.
Yeah.
That's all it is, right? It's just a thought.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes,
It's just
it
a
is.
thought that says that. Yeah. Now, is that thought correct?
I mean, is the thought correct? It's just a thought.
Yeah, is it correct what it's saying?
Yeah.
I am here and my name's Valerie and I am here.
Yes.
Is that thought correct?
I mean, in a way, yes. Because at some point I got this name.
Yeah. But is it Valerie that's experiencing the beingness, the awareness, and the consciousness?
No.
So the thought, hi, my name's Valerie and I'm here, is that true or false?
No, that's false then.
Good, because that's the only problem you have. That's the only problem you have. That right there must be seen through. Because it's easy to come to see that thoughts just happen.
Yeah.
Right? That's the easy part, yeah. But this idea of a Valerie not being real is a lot more difficult to come to terms with. Why?
It's the belief is so long. Yeah, and maybe the brain has adapted this structure so much. I don't know.
But that mind is claiming ownership of is this. For example, yeah, my name's Valerie and I am this. Now, is that true or false? Is it true or false?
Yeah, it's false because
it's
false.
Limited.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Yeah. Now, can you see in an absolute sense, if that statement is true, yeah, then it's not Valerie that's aware or conscious of anything. Valerie can't be conscious and can't be aware. Valerie, I'm talking about the character that's created with thoughts. Yeah. And then I ask you the question, are you conscious right now? And you say,
yes.
Yes. Now, just make sure that when you say yes, and you answer very quickly, yeah, that there's not still a belief there that it's Valerie that's conscious. It can't be Valerie that's conscious. Valerie is a story made up by thoughts. Can a story be conscious?
No.
No. And yet,
but it's
Go on, go on.
It's so difficult to believe that I am such a big thing as consciousness.
Well, if you take the position that I am a person, and it's difficult to believe that I am the vastness of consciousness, then yeah, I would understand that difficulty.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not that consciousness is in you. You're in consciousness. But we believe, hi, my name's Valerie, and I am conscious, and consciousness is in here. Whereas this is actually in consciousness. Do you understand? Yeah. Okay. So, see, the number one instrument that you're relying upon to come to an understanding of your true self or your true nature, if we want to call it that, the number one instrument that you're relying upon to come to that understanding is a dualistic instrument. It's the wrong instrument. When I say dualistic instrument, I'm talking about thoughts.
Yeah, because the mind will always be there.
Thoughts are always dualistic.
Yeah.
That's the nature of thoughts, is to be dualistic. And because they are dualistic, then it creates the seeming illusion or the seeming idea that I am here and you are there. Says what? The dualistic instrument, thoughts. Do you understand? So using mind to come to an understanding of your true nature does not work.
Yeah, I think that's my problem now.
Yeah, but that's okay, because we can use mind for a certain length of being on this path, if you like, okay? But the mind is only used to come to discover what you're not what you are. When it's fully discovered what you are not, what you are is self-revealing. And guess where it would be?
Right here.
Right here. Right here. Yeah. It's just that this right here-ness you've taken to be Valerie occupying this place. Which is why the seeming Valerie character feels so real. Because this is real. The story is not real. The story is not, and what the story is saying is not true. Yeah, because the story will say, I'm Valerie and I'm separate. I'm sitting here and you're sitting there. Says the story. Says the dualist, says the dualistic story. Yeah. So see, the position that you're probably in would be this. You're aware that thoughts just happen. Okay? But that is aware that thoughts just happen is Valerie. And besides the thoughts that just happen, right, over here, there's still a Valerie that has its own personal thoughts about the thoughts that are just happening.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it seems like three positions, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a categorizer in the background of the thoughts.
Yeah. Whereas what's actually happening, it's all just happening in thoughts. There isn't a Valerie character that's aware of the thoughts, and there isn't a Valerie character that also has thoughts. Yeah? It's all thoughts. All.
Yeah.
And that is aware of that, it's all thoughts, is not the Valerie character. Because the Valerie character is constantly being produced and altered and changed and so on and so forth by whatever thoughts are arising in the moment. True? 1 minute you feel good, next minute you don't feel good, and all based on what this is saying, what mind is saying. Do you understand? Yeah.